So I got an anonymous tip today. That's pretty exciting. Can't say I often get anonymous tips in my inbox. I will be completely honest and say right off the bat, I personally do not think that this does mean anything. However, I would like to discuss it. I do think it is still kind of intriguing, and at this point, I don't know if it's gonna be like a rumor that catches on and gets like covered and talked about by everybody. But just in case it does, you know, I want to talk about it too. I want to be there. If there's a Nintendo thing to talk about and I can actually be one of the first people to talk about it, that's pretty exciting there. Okay, so story goes, there was like some sort of like secret Switch 2 marketing presentation or something, like the kind of thing that was probably shown to I don't know, partners, third-party partners, businesses, you know, like something that was not for public consumption. And it's basically outlining what a Switch 2 hands-on event looks like. It's kind of like a little, like an image, kind of like a mock-up of like what one of these live events would look like, what the kiosks would look like, basically. And it seems that this presentation was like streamed somewhere, like it was leaked somewhere. Someone put it on YouTube, but then it got taken down pretty much immediately. And right here in front of me, I'm not showing it to you, but I have an image of this, which was, again, it was emailed to me quite generously. Thank you, anonymous tipster. And I'll just get right to the exciting part. On the image, on the little kiosk, there's a number of screens. And on a couple of the screens, we can see a game title, and that game title simply says Zelda 2025. It's just like a logo. It's like the Zelda logo. It just says Zelda 2025, which, you know, obviously would be a placeholder. That's the kind of thing that you do for a game that does not have a title yet, but you have a vague idea of when it's going to come out. And of course, all by itself, that little tidbit there, that little rumor, that morsel, that is exciting, and that is interesting. And when I saw this, you know, I was curious to see if anybody else was talking about it yet, and the only thing I could find was one single Reddit post from a few hours ago. Like when I checked, the post was like 3 hours old. So like this is a bit of information that it's getting out there at least a little teeny tiny bit. And the thing is though, that post was deleted. So like you know, like where the conversation is still there, the replies are still there, but the post itself was either video or this screenshot, this image here, and it was deleted. Which is like, all right, if you've got anything interesting here, then like you're not gonna want to delete it. It could be that they ended up deciding that it was not real. But then, like, couldn't you just remove the entire post? Why would you just delete the image? Is it possible that Nintendo really did get on top of this that quickly? I don't know. Whatever the case, though, you will notice I am not showing you the image here in this video. I am not sharing anything with you that you should not be seeing. And I believe that means that I am not in danger of having my video taken down by Nintendo. We're just talking here. This is just words. This is just like vibrations in the air going into a microphone and being translated into a digital signal. We're not looking at any forbidden materials here. We're just talking about them. And I'm sure Miyamoto, he's listening to this right now. I know he watches all my videos and he's got the nastiest scowl on his face. His arms are crossed as hard as he can. Oh, that darn Arlo got away with it again. So anyway, as I said, this idea all by itself, if I didn't give you any other information, it would seem pretty darn intriguing, especially if it is true that Nintendo took down that Reddit post. I don't know, maybe they caught wind that this had been going around, and so that, I don't know what kinds of powers, what kind of dark powers they have when it comes to like taking stuff down. I would think that they wouldn't be able to just take down a Reddit post that quickly. I feel like there's got to be like a process. They got to go through like I don't know, whatever. Who cares? I now have to spoil the fun by telling you why I really don't think this is much of a thing. First off, we're not getting a Zelda game this year. There's just no way. You know, like we got Echoes of Wisdom last year. We got Tears of the Kingdom before that. There's no way we're getting a new 3D Zelda or 2D Zelda anytime soon. It is technically possible that this could be like DLC for Echoes of Wisdom or something, but I feel like if we were getting DLC for Echoes of Wisdom, we would have already, or they would have given us a Switch 2 edition and put the DLC in that, but that's not going to happen because it's getting a free Switch 1 update, so I don't think a new Zelda game or Echoes of Wisdom DLC is on the table at all. The Switch 2 is launching with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom Switch 2 editions. There are not going to be any other major Zelda products this year. It's just not going to happen. Unfortunately, I mean, I do like Zelda. I do like Zelda products, but I just, realistically, I don't think so. But then another problem is that the image, like behind the logo on the little screen, it is quite blurry, but behind Zelda 2025, it kind of just looks like an image from Echoes of Wisdom. It might even be flipped, I'm not sure, but I think it's just a promotional piece of art from Echoes of Wisdom. I think this is just a placeholder. And I was seeing, someone was saying that Echoes of Wisdom was originally going to be a 2025 game, but then they moved it up. I do not know if that is true because that is not something I've heard before now, but it's technically possible that this was created. It would have had to have been created like a year ago, so that doesn't seem very likely to me. I really do think that this is just a placeholder because if you look at the other stuff in this image, some of the other TVs are displaying what appears to be a screenshot of Super Mario Odyssey. And that game, again, is nothing. We're not getting new Odyssey anything. We're not getting DLC. It's getting a free Switch 1 update, and that's it. And then the biggest piece of evidence of all, that this is really nothing, it's just all a mock-up placeholder, is in one image. We see a big, I assume that if this were real, it would be like a sign, like just a big like printout promo thing. And it's from Mario Kart, but it's not from Mario Kart World. It's from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So, like, yeah. This is a mock-up. This is a weird Switch 2 mock-up, and for some reason, I don't know why they wouldn't have just used regular old promotional images from Switch 2 stuff. If this is like real material being shown to companies, presumably from Nintendo, I don't know why anybody else would be like shopping around these Switch 2 demo kiosk mock-ups other than Nintendo, but then like, yeah, why would you create a mock-up of just a vague Zelda 2025, like a placeholder, and then put Mario Odyssey, and then put Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? It doesn't really make sense. I don't know why it would happen, but at the same time, that does seem to be what's happened here. Clearly, you know, whether or not this is official, it really does just kind of seem like something that someone put together, and they needed to do it for the presentation, and they, I don't know, time crunch, or even if you were time crunch, if you just Google image search actual Switch 2 games, I don't know. Oh, I got it. I just got it. This is probably them wanting to shop this stuff around or to show it off, but it was probably before they had actually revealed this stuff, because they only fully revealed the Switch 2 and the new Mario Kart and stuff pretty recently. So it could be that this was created before anything had been officially revealed, and they just wanted to kind of put whatever on there. That still doesn't really explain why they would want to create a mock-up, because if it was just this image here of Mario Kart and this screenshot from Mario Odyssey, I would get that. They're just pulling from old stuff. But they created a mock-up of, quote, Zelda 2025. That is strange. But I don't know. Maybe they just wanted to add some legitimacy to it. They wanted to look, okay, well, I can only pull from old stuff. I don't have access to new stuff, but I do want to create something that kind of looks like a teaser. It kind of looks like a demo for an unannounced game or something, you know, like, I don't know, maybe this person didn't even like really, maybe they weren't really familiar with Nintendo games, and they just kind of like, I don't know, Mario Kart, and they Google image search Mario Kart, there you go. Screenshot of Mario Odyssey. What's a game that would come out on a Nintendo system? How about Zelda 2025. So yeah, I really don't think this is a thing at all. But I don't know. But if it's true that like some mysterious Zelda 2025 project may start floating around, except nobody can actually see the images or the video that it comes from because the Nintendo ninjas are taking it all down. I don't know. Is that gonna lend an air of mystery to the whole thing? Or will this fizzle? And will this video right here be the first and last anyone hears about all of this? Maybe it is not a thing at all. I don't know, but I thought I would talk about it anyway, just in case, because that is the magic of Topic Arlo. I just talk about whatever. I can do a video on whatever. I keep the microphone right here. It's right here next to my desk. Like when I'm not like recording a main, I got like the set for like main channel, like the green screen with the camera and stuff. I keep it over there across the room. And when I'm not doing that, I just bring the mic stand and I set it right here and I just keep it here. I just bend down and I turn it on and I hit record and there you go. I'm recording a Topic Arlo. And then I take that and I send it to Kane and he sends me back a video. There you go, I upload it. So why not? I made a Topic Arlo about this thing that's probably not even a thing at all. And you know what? I'll do it again. Don't tempt me.